Hey, we're back for part 2 of Pretty Girls Keeping It Real 101 relationships. So we're gonna make this video a little shorter. Sorry, last one was a little long, but we just have to say we're keeping it real. That's what we have to say about it. So we're gonna be talking about first. I want to talk about
we're talking about
relationships being on the internet, like being discreet about your relationship and putting all your information out there. So Candace, got it.
It's not everybody's business. Oh, it's not everybody's business. Neither is the internet business. What you and your significant other going through. That's part of the problem now with a lot of relationships. People would just be like so quick to post a status and stuff about what somebody did or and all of that, but then be the first to say, "Oh my God, why everybody in our business?"
Right.
The less you post, the less problems you will have with people being in your business.
Yes, you'll be so happy.
It's as easy as that. Like
I know about that.
Yeah. Let me stop relating such a song.
Right, you make stuff.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I agree with that. It's a lot of things that you will learn, especially when you get in relationships. I just feel like, we're going to keep saying that, but it's up to you to do it. Because when you finally get in a relationship, you think he's the right one, you're going to know that it's nobody's business but mine and your baby. Okay,
Anyway, okay, real quick.
But yeah, nobody's business. Don't put anything that you feel, because most people are real sensitive about things on the internet, especially when it comes to boys. Because boys can act so hard, but they don't. Most boys like being discreet. You ain't got to tell them nothing about what y'all be doing when anybody there. You ain't got to tell nobody that, because it's none of their business. Whatever y'all do. Solve on your own time. Don't let nobody worry about it.
One more thing about that. When it's not okay to you post stuff online and people, that's when the hoes come in and realize that your home isn't happy.
Yeah.
That's problems that you can't be. That's how you gonna set yourself up for failure. Okay, next one, trust and communication.
Trust.
That's a breakup song. What are y'all doing?
I was thinking that part.
Alright, so trust. I feel like that's a big factor in a relationship, because if you don't have trust, you really don't have anything. And then it's like communication. In my relationship, sometimes, or in the past relationships that I have been with, and communication is a very important factor as well. Because if you don't communicate, it's gonna be hard for you to see where each other's coming from. And lack of communication can cause you to break up.
Yes, Lord, yes.
It's crazy, because especially if you're trying to see where each other coming from and you don't, you have to sit down and talk to that person. Because if you don't, and what if you really like that person? Just because you don't communicate, you lose a person that could have been for you, or the best person that you ever had in that relationship that was just great. So
yeah, I'm gonna add on to that. Trust and communication go hand in hand. They are what each other mean. Communication is the biggest factor. The biggest factor in a relationship. With my relationship now, it's so better than the rest that I had before, because we communicate. Like, even if I feel that I'm hurt, I'm going to let them know, because every female is going to let somebody know, because we don't have no problem opening our mouth. But when it comes to a dude, you have to make them talk, because some dudes can't hide it in until they get to a heated point, and then they just throw it on you. And you be like, I don't know what happened, because he was just like, well, you don't got to go through all that. All you got to do is talk. And trusting your partner will eliminate all the problems that we talked about in part 1. Trust is everything.
Okay. It really does sound cliche when we say, like, without trust there's nothing, but that's so sincere. Like, it's serious. A lot of boys nowadays, they say, like, it's hard to get a woman to trust you with their past, but it does. Like, that's normally why we don't trust boys. But if you give us a reason to trust you, then we will. That's one thing about women. When we say we love hard. Like, we like, it's legit. But when it comes to trusting somebody, it's like you really don't have anything without it. Like, there's no point in you even pretending to be with somebody if you can't even trust them, because who's to say, Yeah.
Also, one more thing, I feel like, everybody should, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Give people a chance. Give that significant other a chance to prove themselves to you until you just don't, based on your past relationships. Oh, I just been through so much. I know I just can't trust nobody. Like, yeah, you don't know. Like, don't let people, like we were talking about in part 1, like the baggage. Don't let people that people that you've been with in the past influence the new relationship. Yeah, because you can end up pushing that person away, and that's not okay.
And then on top of that, that person that you're with now is not who that person was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are two different people.
Yes.
You don't put these people together because he.
Oh yeah,
he didn't.
Byron used to do that. Oh, you just like Byron. Like, no.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're talking about all these negatives. Let's talk about
the
some
positives.
Positives, because okay, let's talk about the happy relationship thingies. Okay.
walking in the parks, holding hands.
Kissing on the cheek. Y'all, okay.
Let's be realistic. With trust, the positives to trusting your significant other. We're in college now, and I'm not even gonna say it's common, but most of the kids here, they have relationships back home. So, and I know that's like really big. Like when it comes to those relationships, you have to have trust, because without it, you probably wouldn't even be still with your person. Like, you go to school, like I got friends in relationships and they have boyfriends back home, and their boyfriends trust them because every day they hear it's like open to all of these different boys and stuff, but they know at the end of the day, or just not even at the end of the day, the whole day, like, okay, I know she gonna be coming back to me because I trust her. Without trust, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't
work. Break up because it ain't gonna work. Because that distance is putting a lot of stress as well. That's not
so with trust, a long distance relationship can work. It is possible. So you just gotta trust the person.
Yeah, let's talk about the two different types of relationships: distance and long distance. We are the two examples. With me, my boyfriend is on campus, accessible, and easy. There are goods and there are bads, but we're going to talk about the distance.
Okay, well, the distance. Whew, I'm trying to keep this short, y'all. The distance, it is tough. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you back home. In my case, I'm always around my boyfriend or whatever. We always go out, because when you're in a relationship, the good thing about that, somebody's always there, and you always want to be up under that person. You know what I'm saying? Right, trying to be inseparable. And I feel like it was hard. It was an adjustment. I mean, it's easier than we thought it was gonna be, because when I first got it, people were like, oh no, what are we gonna do? No, I'm gonna miss you. No, don't go. But it was better. I mean, right, because it's like we have Skype and whatever, and we talk every day. It's like I never left. The only hard part is I don't get to physically see him, but he comes up here, visit me. So it's like, it's just yes, I do. But it's like we want to make it work. I feel like the only thing is if it's two people who want to make the relationship work, and you work at it hard, it's gonna be some good days, it's gonna be some bad days. But if you work hard at it, it's gonna work. Because I've been with my man, for over it's about to be, we've been together for like 2 years and 10 months, almost 3 years. And we just been, it's days are not hard, believe days.
Walking, skipping, hopping.
But it's like I said, if you really want to work at it, it's gonna be fine. So.
Okay, so let's talk about the close-up distance. Okay, me and my boyfriend, we are at the same campus. We are both majoring in two different things. I want to be I'm a biology major. Shout out to them. And he is an accounting major. There are goods and bads. So let's talk about the bads. Because it's not that it is many, but it's not that big of a deal. The thing is giving each other space. That's a huge deal. Because I'm just like Alexi, like her and her boyfriend. Me and my boyfriend, like when we were back home, we were very inseparable. Like, when you finally meet that person, you love them for who they really are. You just, it's just, oh my God, it's like blissful. But when it comes to like knowing when and when not to, give each other space, that's kind of hard. Because with females, we're more of a, we can just hang out every day and we can color and eat ice cream. And he's like, I need to do my homework. And you have to do that. Make sure that you finish your homework all the time. And and it's always good to, that's the bad, because the bad is not that good. It's going to be arguments. It's like any other relationship. This is more close up. But the good thing is you guys can always hang out. You can always talk to that person there. And, because it's like whatever, they can understand you. It's not even that big of a deal. But just make sure that you don't let your lust overcome you. Because even though you're in college, you can do whatever you want to do. But you have to make sure that that is not the basis of your relationship.
Well, that's it for Pretty Girls Keeping It Real. Relationships, we talked y'all earlier off a little bit, but relationships is a huge topic, and we feel like it needed to be addressed. What our thoughts were, and if who knows, somebody who had questions about certain things,
we might not agree with this, but it's just how we feel. We don't have any biases towards anybody. If you feel some way, just say it. We have no problem.
Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment as well. Let us know what you think, what you don't like, what you like. What topics you want us to talk about in the future.
And also give us some good, what we need to do in our
feedback.
videos.
Yes.
This is our first video. We might talk over each other, but we're girls. You know how we talk. You know how dudes talk in the barbershop.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
I'm Asia.
I'm Alexis.
And I'm Candace.
Bye.